This one's been a long time coming. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things we want to see in Rocketman. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the things we hope will make it to the 2019 Sir Elton John biopic. Number 10, the Royal Academy of Music years. It was at the very young age of 11 that Elton John, then Reginald Dwight, was awarded a scholarship to the Royal Academy of Music in London. A child prodigy, he was able to play songs back by ear after only hearing them once. He continued to study at the Academy for 5 years, although sometimes skipped class to ride the tube. The film will chronicle his time at the Academy, and we're eager to see the classical training that laid down the foundation for his unique fusion of musical styles.
What a shy little boy you were! Look at you now!
Number 9, the soundtrack. If the fact that the film will feature Elton John's classic hits wasn't exciting enough for you, there's the added prestige of Giles Martin's involvement when it comes to the score.
Elton said, "I don't think I've ever heard anyone sing my songs better than Taron."
A musical veteran, Martin has worked on the songs of some of the world's biggest bands, including remastering and remixing every Beatles re-release since 2009. He also worked on the music for the Queen's Golden Jubilee back in 2002, as well as on Taron Egerton's best-known franchise, Kingsman.
Wednesday, night's alright, hey!
Isn't that supposed to be Saturday?
What day is it today?
Wednesday.
Exactly.
With Martin attached, we know Elton John's music is in good hands. Number 8, Dexter Fletcher's vision. Though Bryan Singer ultimately got the directing credit, Fletcher was the man chosen to take over from him after he left production of Bohemian Rhapsody. With this in mind, we can't wait to see what he has in store for us when given the helm on another music biopic, this time one he's been attached to since the very beginning. As well as that credit, he's also notable for working alongside Rocketman's leading man, Taron Egerton, in 2016's Eddie the Eagle, meaning that he already knows how to make a great biopic and the best way to work with his star.
Taron is an actor of incredible range.
Number 7, Watford's Elton John era. One thing we haven't seen yet in the trailers is Elton John's stint as the owner of Watford FC. From 1976 to 1987, he was owner and chairman, and these years directly cross over with those that Rocketman is bringing to the screen. Whether we'll get a look at his time as supporter turned owner of his local team, funding them as they made it into the First Division and reached the FA Cup final in the early 80s, is anyone's guess. But it might be nice to include alongside all the other action on stage and behind the scenes. Number 6, Richard Madden. After his starring role in 2018's The Bodyguard, Richard Madden's next big outing will be as Elton John's first manager and lover/boyfriend, John Reid.
If our sleeping arrangements get out, all of this is gone.
The only snippets we've seen of him so far have been him warning Elton about what might happen if his sleeping arrangements get out, showing us that the film will also explore this important early relationship. The man best known as Robb Stark is sure to be a big draw for people looking for top-of-the-range acting, as well of course as Game of Thrones fans. Number 5, Elton's mother and grandmother. The unsung heroes of his early life, the women who raised Elton John haven't always received the credit they deserved when it came to shaping his musical interests. It was his grandmother Ivy's piano he first started playing on as a child, and both of them provided him with the encouragement and support he needed to follow his dreams. His mother even introduced him to rock and roll music through Elvis Presley records, and we're keen to see Rocketman pay homage to their early influence on him. Number 4, the OTT Aesthetics. If there's one thing Elton John is known for beside fantastic music, it's his lavish performances and zany costumes.
People don't pay to see Reg White, they pay to see Elton John!
From what little we've glimpsed in the trailer, Rocketman isn't going to skimp out on any of the glam rock aesthetics of his career. Even when he's not on stage, Taron's Elton is always the best dressed bloke in the room, and we've been treated to a few images of some of his most iconic outfits, most prominently the one modelled off Elizabeth I. We'll have to wait for the movie to come out to see what else is in store. Number 3. Elton's Sexuality. One of the largest criticisms levied at 2018's Bohemian Rhapsody was its apparent disregard for Freddie Mercury's sexuality. In the wake of this, people began fearing the same treatment was going to reach Rocketman, but luckily this doesn't seem to be the case. We already saw snippets of Richard Madden's role as John Reed, but Rocketman promises to do much more than that, not shying away from Elton's closeted years, the breakdown of his marriage, and his struggle to come out. An honest portrayal of Elton will mean a lot to the LGBTQ+ community.
You gotta kill the person you were born to be in order to become the person you wanna be.
Number 2. Honest addiction. As with his sexuality, when it comes to Elton's problems with substance abuse, Rocketman is going to show us all the gory details.
Let him know who you are.
And just don't kill yourself with drugs.
Thanks to Elton's own role in producing the movie, he's told the filmmakers to show absolutely everything, warts and all. Parts in the trailer where we see him jump into a swimming pool could be a portrayal of a suicide attempt where he took 60 Valium tablets and jumped into the water, as could a scene with him in an ambulance with an oxygen mask. Showing the nasty parts of addiction as well as overcoming it are equally important parts of his story. Number 1. Taron Egerton's performance. It's been said that Taron Egerton was born to play Elton John, and after seeing his transformation in the early trailers, it's hard to disagree.
Oh, it's funny how life turns out, isn't it?
But there's one thing dividing fans. Egerton is doing his own singing rather than lip-syncing to the existing records of John himself. This is because Elton expressly told Taron not to copy his singing voice, as well as the film's status as a fantasy musical. Taron has said Elton isn't the only character who will sing, and the film's genre lies somewhere between a biopic and a jukebox musical.
I don't think there's anyone in the world who could play Elton. It's Taron's role.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.